So I recently saw The Revenant, and it is incredible. Filmmaking like this does not come around very often, and this is a movie that never lets go. It is raw, it is brutal, it is relentless, and it is one of the most well-executed films that I've ever seen. I know of a few people who've left The Revenant with the complaint that it was too long, and I will admit it's going to bother some people, like the people I walked up behind. But I feel that it's fitting given that the plot is centered around survival and endurance, and we're given so much time to really soak up the gravity of the situations that DiCaprio's character, Hugh Glass, is placed in. Although some people will find the film to be too long, I felt that it added so much weight and intensity to what was being shown on screen. The film's sequence of events and slow pace got me into this world. It grabbed me. When the film reaches its climax, I was absolutely riveted and so thoroughly invested because it gave me all this time to soak up what I was seeing. It may have a lot of time, but none of it is wasted time. All of the events that are shown, all the small moments throughout the film, give you so much to think about, and it fleshes out the characters and their relationships incredibly well, specifically Hugh Glass and his son. When the inciting incidents finally come around, it was the relationship that had developed between Glass and his son that absolutely made the moment. It would be hard to be invested in this film as I was without the addition of Tom Hardy, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Domhnall Gleeson. The performances given by these three are the deciding factor in how realistic their characters are. They are backed up by dialogue that is consistent and unique to their character, but these three breathe so much life into their roles, and have so much dedication to the film's final product. Especially DiCaprio, who I recently learned ate an actual bison liver, and that takes guts. The film... get it? Guts. The chemistry between all of them is incredible, and it adds so much to the gritty, realistic nature of the film. In fact, gritty and realistic is probably an understatement when talking about the atmosphere of The Revenant. Even to say that the film is brutal would be an understatement. I was flinching in my chair, and the audience was giving audible gasps. A thing I love about movies is when there is clear thought and effort put into the atmosphere they are presenting, and the execution of the tone in The Revenant is some of the best I've ever seen. Everything about it adds so much to the world presented by the film. The cinematography, the lens choices for the cameras, the editing, the sound mixing, the score, it all adds so much weight and grit to the film and its events. Not only is the cinematography absolutely breathtaking, but it presents the film's brutality in a way that it is both stylish and unflinching. The wide-angle lenses used in the film show the audience not just the characters, but all of their surroundings. It's all enveloped into one complex, intriguing, and beautiful shot. Although the whole film isn't cheated to look like one continuous shot like Iñárritu's last film, Birdman, there is a similar style of unbroken takes and the camera panning through the environment, taking in every single aspect of it, and it works very well. The sequence of shots that is presented also works incredibly well. It never feels jittery or broken, it is smooth, and we cut from frame to frame without a single dud shot. In addition to this, if there is one thing that I want this film to win at the upcoming Academy Awards, it is sound mixing. What I heard while watching the film is just as awe-inspiring as what I saw in it, and it's something not a lot of films have to offer. Something that a lot of people have been saying about this film, and it's not infamous, it's just a famous scene because it's not infamous. Fuck. The bear scene that everyone's heard about and everyone says it's absolutely amazing, and while I will admit that it is wow, geez, it's intense. It's a little bit underwhelming because it's been so overhyped, but something that it shows about the movie so incredibly well is how well they've used the combination of special effects and visual effects. They are absolutely incredible. The makeup, including hairstyling, costumes, just everything about the special effects. It's that kind of attention to detail in the special effects and the visual effects and how they combine them that really adds a lot to the brutality of the film and its realistic nature. If I only have one thing to say about The Revenant, is that if you see it, and you should, let yourself be sucked into this world. Forget the runtime and focus on what you're seeing. Focus on what happens to the characters. There are moments where I legitimately felt the need to pull back to get out of the snow, and that is rare and incredible filmmaking. Hey Kate, what do we give this one? We give it a 10 out of 10.